All right, Elite Co 3 here. Another trip to the Mailbin. There she is, full of packages. Staying with the recent theme here, we're gonna have a lot of baseball, which just having a lot of fun with it right now. You know, we're gonna start off with a care package. So I broke this package I think last Friday, and I just got a good kick out of it. There's a little note on it, so I'll have to take these two protectors or dummy cards and throw them into my YouTube PC. So it says, love your vids, maybe some slab cans. It's kind of a new term that I've coined. Thank you, Jake from Michigan. So I've got your address, and I'll try to kick something back your way. But let's go through the cards that he sent and see what we got on our hands here. Always nice to... I don't ever expect anybody to send me anything. When you do, I definitely appreciate it. So we got Trey Turner, Topps rookie. That's 2016. Didi, that's a cool one. 2013. Sano, it's cool because it's got the rookie card and the rookie cup. I think Devers in Topps 2018 has that same look to it. Machado, I mean, these are great slab cans. I'll have to take a look at the condition and then maybe do a separate video on all the cards in this order and the cards that I deemed worthy to send off. So I mean, these are like just the stuff that I've been collecting, basically, like basic Topps rookie cards, Topps Chrome rookie cards. This is kind of a cool Pujols jersey. That's awesome. So this is nice stuff. There's a George Springer. That might be like a photo variation. That's 2018 Topps. So just because he's in the warm-up jersey. So this is a lot of stuff. I didn't expect anybody to send me this much stuff. In the last week, I got all those hobby boxes. Passion Sports sent me those hobby boxes in the last Mailbin, and I broke one of the 1990 Leafs, and there's tons of slab cans in there. So here's some badass Correa cards. We got that's a Topps update. That's like a $7 to $10 card. Man, you didn't have to do all this. Jersey of Arenado. That's a cool insert of Bryant. And then Series Next from 2015 Bowman Chrome. That's another Bowman Chrome, 2015, right? 2014, excuse me. That's 2014 Bowman Chrome. So just tons of stuff to get through. It looks like we got some football coming up now. So Breeze, that's sweet. Is that 2012 or 2002? Excuse me. Yeah, 2002 Breeze. We got a Peyton Manning parallel to 99 from Phoenix. Star Factor Breeze, that is unparalleled to 49. So I mean, this is just crazy. Stanton Elite to 999, and we got a franchise Brady to 50. Jesus. This is probably the nicest care package I've ever gotten. But yeah, Jake, all these cards will be looked over, and I will find some candidates from this lot for sure. Fitzgerald, unparalleled. That one's numbered to 99. Juju Smith-Schuster, who I think is a great player to invest in now. Fournette, that's a badass Mariota jersey. Mariota. Dalvin Cook, Kamara, Deshaun Watson. I actually love the look of these 17 Donruss rated rookie cards. As an intro of Fitzgerald. Prism 15 is a great product. There's Deshaun Watson from Classics. And then a High Flyers parallel to 99 of Fitzy. So he definitely must watch the videos because he's sending all the players that I collect. And then here's the last one. We got Jameis Winston, Rookie Revolution. A Zeke Elite. That's a Zeke Pink. Deshaun Watson Prestige. Love just the basic Prestige. A card like this, it might sell for, I don't know, you might be able to buy one of this for $3, but if you get it slabbed in a 10, I mean, you're looking at a $25 card. So that's kind of how grading can be very beneficial to collectors. There's some Breezes, and then we have Andre Johnson. So huge stack of cards. There's all the possible slab cans, and thanks a lot, man. And we're going to go on and get to the other packages now. I'll throw that trash aside, and let's get to the bin. Just wanted to get that one out of the way first, and then let me do this express one. This is what I wanted to open. So these are hard to predict. You know, a lot of times I'll get these in the mail, and anytime somebody ships in a small flat rate box like this, you almost expect something, you know, mid-end to high-end. But I mean, I've had people ship me $30 cards in these things, and that's just their preference. And so this should be something pretty nice. We'll see. Or it might be a return. No. Oh, okay. This actually isn't my card. My investor. This is for his little portfolio of cards, but it's a really sweet Nolan Ryan. I think it was about 3,000. So Kuzman Ryan, and as you guys watch the videos, you know I'm not a fan of the dual cards or the triple cards, but a lot of people love them, and that's fine by me. Everybody should be able to choose the cards they want to collect. But this is a beautiful PSA 8, nice centering. Coloring looks pretty vibrant here, so I will put this one on eBay and just kind of wait for the market to come back on it. I know that card was higher in the past, and I don't know if that card moves in waves, but I think we'll find out here. Okay, I wanted to show this one. So this is a player that was very hot to the first month and a half, and he's kind of cooled off in terms of his average and the power. But I think Albies has a very bright future. This was 150, so these aren't cheap at all. I know in the preseason they were going for about 50. I would say 35 to 50, so they've almost tripled. And I think there is room for more growth on this card. If you compare this card to the 2017 Bowman Chrome Ronald Acuna, I think that card's going for like 500 to 600. So I think Albies for 150 is a good value if you compare it to that. So we'll see how that pans out. I actually love watching that kid play. I think he's got a lot of potential going forward. So we'll see. And then this is just sweet. So I've never gotten one of these. This is the base one, 2010 Bowman Chrome Nolan Arenado Prospect Auto. Definitely try to get this one slabbed, but this is one that I've wanted for a long time. So I was pretty stoked to get this one in. I've got that. Alright, so here we go with the next one. This is a beautiful card from a set that I still don't fully have a grasp on the grading of it. I mean, obviously it's got black borders, corners, and it's got to be very condition sensitive. To me, it seems like the side borders are very thin on this card, so that might be make it a little tougher to figure out the condition of your card. And see, this bottom one's very, very thin. That might just be the layout of this set. But this is a 71 Topps Aaron in a 6, so a nice clean Aaron. The price on that, I want to say it was around 40 to 45. Don't quote me on that though. But I've gotten pretty heavy into the vintage baseball lately, and actually a lot dove deep into the raw baseball cards. So I know a lot of people say that's silly to do that because the cards have been looked over, and the ones that are for sale raw are probably dinged up, but it's just too much fun for me to not do. So that's kind of my new venture. I think if you buy from the right sellers, you can find some nice copies and try to send them in. So here's a 64 Topps Maze in a 6. And this was a good deal. I sometimes I can recall most of the prices, but sometimes I'm just drawing a blank. I think this was about $70. So a Maze 64 and a 6 with pretty good centering. The overall eye appeal of this looks pretty damn good to me. So a 6 Maze, and then all these packages are cut into. And the only reason I have been doing that lately is to get the feedback left. I was having a problem not getting the feedback left soon enough when the card sat in the bin for a long time. So so this was something I bought from TNT North, and I read the description wrong, and I thought it said 60 card lot. If you guys watch the videos, you know I don't collect anything tall boy or mini or anything. So to me, these cards are pretty lame. But it said 60 card lot, and I thought it said mint, but it said mini. So I just read it wrong. So I'll put these in an auction or something. I mean, these are just lame. They're just so small. So Soto, that's 2017 Bowman Chrome 60 card Soto lot. Doesn't look like 60 cards. Maybe it's like 35. I don't even remember. But it was just a lot. I thought it'd be cool if they were the full-size ones to try to find some slab cans, but just made a mistake on that. And then this is a Francisco Lindor 2011 Bowman Chrome Draft. With a pretty long hair on the back there. This is a refractor. It's got a nice little shine to it. Love the photo and the layout of this set. So Lindor, who's just been playing out of this world. He's got to be in the top 5 MVP discussion right now in the American League. So here's a nice clean little Stanton 2010 Bowman Chrome. Is this Bowman Chrome Draft? So this is the Chrome rookie card. It's got that little logo in the top right. I think 2010 is the first year that they started to use that one. I know before that they had a different logo that they used that looked. I actually like the clean look of this one better. So 2010 Stanton Bowman Chrome. It was about $7 plus shipping. All right, next up, I think this is an LT. So this one was, I think this card's pretty beat up. I think it's got some surface issues. So this is the rookie ticket from 2001, and yeah, it just got some white dots there on the surface. Look to that right corner and the right surface right there. You see those little white dots. So my expectations for this, and there's some white dots right there too. So it looks like it's going to be like a PSA 7. I think they would kind of hammer a card with surface dots like that. I think if you sent to Beckett, you might be able to pull an 8.5 with like an 8 surface, and that's the perks of using Beckett. If you have like a card like this, can a card like this really be off-centered? That there's no borders. So I mean, if you're sending this in, you're guaranteed like a 9.5 or 10 on centering. So then when you have a huge flaw like that, you can still get a decent grade with Beckett. But I think PSA just takes that into consideration a lot harder, and that's just my opinion on grading in general. Beckett does offer some good things, though. Their slab is very strong and protective, so that's one thing that they do offer. Topps update, Jose Altuve. This is I think that's his coach. He's jumping into the arms of. But I've had some of these on recent bins, and the market for this right now is around 30. I don't know, 25 to 35 raw, and then this is anywhere from 65 to 90, I would say. So that's kind of the price range. So if I can get these around 70, I'm a buyer at 70 on this Altuve update 11. Nice looking card. And here's a Randy Moss. This is actually Showcase 98. This is the Row 1 Grace, and this is a Legacy collection. So these are very, very tough pulls. Nearly impossible for this era of cards. 9 of 100. Back then, getting a card like this in a pack was so tough. So that makes it even sweeter. So let's see what's drawing it back. So it's got 9 corners. So I'm just kind of looking real quick at the corners. Might be that top right one. But it was graded 4,100,000, so it was probably graded around 2008 is my best guess on that. So it was graded about 10 years ago. So that's a Moss. And here's a Hank Aaron. So not a fan of Scotch tape on the slabs because it can leave the filmy residue. So if you can not do that, that's great. I didn't know this had a crack in the case either, and I'm not gonna make a big throw a fuss about it. I mean, it's okay. I probably won't send it in to get reholdered, but if I do sell it, I'm gonna have to note that. And that's the kind of the small things that us as sellers should do, because if you're getting a card for your collection, you should probably note that. And and to be totally honest, as a buyer, you have to check the photo too. So I didn't take a close enough look at the photo. So part of it's on me. It can't always be the person that's selling its fault. You got to take some blame for yourself sometimes when you make mistakes, and just own them basically. So here's the next one. We got here's some Acuna. So I've kind of seen his market for his you know, more common rookies take a little dip. So I just kind of picked up some Acuñas. These are papers, I think. So I mean, nothing too crazy, but for a collector like me, getting in cards like this that I can possibly slab. This is just the Bowman 17 paper, and then in the back here, let me cut these apart so I can just show at least one of them. I'm sure most people have seen. This is the Bowman draft paper, which has got a nice, cool action photo, and then the Bowman does as well. So a nice lot of Acuñas, who I don't know. I feel like he's been out about 10 days now. He should be coming back soon. This is cool. So this card was $10, and I think the seller had it listed in EX shape. And I'll let you guys be the judge. Of course, in person you can find the flaws a lot easier, but it looks like it's centered pretty well. It looks like it's 60-40, and then the corners show some wear. The surface looks pretty clean. It looks around a 5 to me, maybe a 6. So I'll kind of check the market on that card and see what like 5s or 6s sell for, and then if I want to slab it, if I feel like it's worth it, then I will. If not, I'll just throw it in the PC or throw it in the store. Here is Ahmed Rosario, another shortstop who was in that 2015 Bowman class. This is his prospect first year Bowman auto. So these peaked at about 110 to 120 last summer when he got called up, and they've fallen to about 30 to 40 now. So I just kind of picked up some at that price. I think he's got a lot of I think he could become a good player. He's sitting around 250, 260 average. Hasn't shown a ton of power. I think he plays pretty good defense, but you got to figure he's a very young kid too. So we'll see what's in store for him. This is a card that I could see dropping to like 10 to 12 bucks if he doesn't pick things up soon, because that's just the way prospects work. There's a lot of hype right before they get called up, and then fans expect them to basically light the world on fire, and if they don't, they just dip back down. So that's just kind of the cycle of prospecting. That's just what I've noticed over the last like 7 to 8 years. So here's a badass card, 2001. Is it Bowman? I think it's Bowman draft picks, but it is the Ichiro, and this is just the Bowman base. It looks pretty clean too with the black borders. I know the Pujols like this is in the regular Bowman, and it's a pretty tough slab. So we'll kind of take a look at that one later off camera. It might be fun to do a video of me like filming, going through the cards and checking the condition and telling everybody what I'm looking for, and then waiting for you guys to give me your feedback, how you guys go about looking through your cards to find slab candidates. So here's Alex Reyes, and this kid just came back last week. He was out. He hadn't pitched since 2016, and this is just his Bowman Chrome rookie from 2014. I got these for a pretty good price, and I thought if there's some clean ones, I'll get him a slab, because I think this kid's got a ton of potential. He's got one of the best fastballs in the minor leagues, and of course he's in the majors now, but he's back on the DL. Don't know for how long, but definitely want to pick up some of his cards. He has a 2015 prospect auto, but not a 2014, so that happens sometimes. Here's some more Acuñas. This is the 2018 Bowman. This is like the scout's choice. This is just like a pretty common pull, and then Bowman trending. I'm not really a fan of this insert. It's just the hashtag. It just looks lame to me. And then Baseball America, they use the exact same photo. So that's the 2017 card. That's 2018. They use the same photo. That's just lazy. And then Bowman's Best. That actually has a pretty nice shine and look to it. Bowman's Best Acuña. That's a rookie to me. But there is a product that came out last week that I want to bust some boxes of and maybe film them. It is Pro Debut 2018. I don't know if anybody's broke that yet, but it looks like a pretty promising prospect with a nice checklist. So that's a product that I might get a case in towards the end of the week, and if I do, I'll break a couple on camera, and I'll put a lot of the prospect cards in the store so people can pick up the players that they need. Fournette, these were like $1.20 a piece. I just figured, you know, cheap price on these, and the shipping was like $1 total. So I got those for about $1.30 a piece, and there's probably a few that I'll send to PSA, and that's kind of a card that goes from being worth $1.50 to about 15 to 20 if you get a 10 on it. So it's just kind of like the small little victories that I like to take when I send cards to get slabbed. Here's a Stanton, and this is the blue refractor. This is actually a really neat card. Of course, he's not having the best of seasons with the Yankees, but he's kind of a guy that could eclipse 500 to 600 home runs. So he's kind of a guy that I've been picking up lately. So I still call him Mike Stanton. So here's a Mike Stanton, 2010, right? Yeah, 2010 Topps Chrome, blue refractor to 199. Great shine, great look to it. It's centered well. The problem with 2010 cards, Bowman Chrome and Topps Chrome, is the surface of them they're just always dirty. Like they have this filmy problem with them, and it was just 2010 that had that. So I don't know. Topps definitely fixed that in 2011. It must have been a quality control issue, or they use a different type of chrome. I don't know. There's probably other people that have noticed that. The 2010 Bowman Chrome cards also warp pretty bad if they sit out for a while. It's called an IP. I guess that's what the listing said, which means in person, I think. And it's Alex Reyes. It's just the base Bowman paper from 2014. And I got it for like $6 plus shipping. So in a previous Mailbin, I talked about me putting together a PSA DNA order, and this would be one that would definitely go into that one. So an Alex Reyes auto. I just kind of trusted the seller. He said they were all obtained in person, and his feedback was good. So I'm just kind of trusting people. I don't know if anybody else has tried to do that, but I just I like to see the positive in people, and I think there's a lot of good people on eBay. Of course, there are your bad apples, but that's true with anything. So I've had so many people buy stuff from my store, and they've been just great buyers and positive with me when they get their cards. So I see a lot of good on eBay. So here's a Bowman Chrome Prospect auto, and it's got kind of a filminess going on in the case, and this is in the new Lighthouse. So this is the Correa, and this card's not cheap. It was around $300. So but I think this is a card that people are going to want as he continues to add stats to his career. This is a card that people are going to want. Just a nice base Bowman Chrome auto. So there's your Correa. Then we're going right into some Devers cards. I've kind of noticed he's kind of been tailing off a little bit. The power is slowing down, and the average has dipped around 230. But he's another kid that be careful cutting these. I mean, he's like 21 years old, so playing in Boston on a pennant contending team. Let's give the kid some time. I mean, I think people get so impatient because there's like a few number of kids that get caught up and just go crazy. So people can get impatient. But Devers' hobby has stayed pretty solid. You know, there's been a small dip in his 2015 prospect autos, but that's to be expected when the average dips down, and there's other prospects that are getting the attention now. But I think he's a kid to watch for the future. I think he's a kid that's just going to be around for a long time. Here's another Devers. This is the Pro Debut 2015. This is the orange parallel to 25. So just a slick looking card. I actually pulled this exact card in a pack one time, and I sent it in my last PSA, I believe. So there's a Devers orange, and then we have this one. This was a great deal. So this is a Derek Jeter lot. So this is a mint 9 of the upper deck. And I'm still trying to buy one raw and get a 10. One day I'll get it. I always say that, and you know it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen one day. So here's some of the upper decks. Can't remember the price on this, guys. If there's a receipt in here, maybe I can shout a price out. I think I paid about $3.50 per on these, and then I probably paid about 10 for the Beckett 9. So you guys can do the math on that. I don't know, maybe $40-$45 for the whole lot. So some of these look pretty nice. That one looks really good. This is just a very tough set. I've broken boxes and boxes of this 93 Upper Deck Series 2, and it's really tough to find one in good condition. A lot of the times they're stuck to their cards. So you got that white snowflake going on, and then you can't really send that in unless you're looking for a PSA 7. Here's another Alex Reyes lot. I think these are all papers, so there's like 30 papers. I'm not going to flip through them all, but more of the 2014 Bowman. And I'm a fan of paper cards. I mean, I like chrome more, but I definitely like basic paper Bowman. That's kind of the first thing that they made, you know, like the 95 Bowman Vlad is just paper, and it's a badass card. They didn't have Bowman Chrome till 97, right? Here's a Peterson Topps Chrome 2007. This is the refractor. That's a neat one. That was about 30 bucks too. I think the next Mailbin I make will have a lot of the raw vintage baseball cards in it. So if you're into that, you'll see a lot more of that trickling in. That was kind of a thing I was doing this past week. So here's a Pete Rose 75. This one's got pretty soft corners. It looks about like a 6. It's hard to judge a card that quick. Like, I just pick it up and I already assign a grade to it. You got to take a closer look at it. But that's a Pete Rose 75. That's just a cool card. I got that really cheap. I think it was like $3 to $5 shipped. So to me, that's a cool card for that amount of money. I would rather have that card than $3 to $5 in my pocket. I know that's for sure. Here's a Lindor. That's Topps Update Gold 15 to 2015, the year of the card. Probably not the easiest set because of the gold corners and borders, but I think it's a card that should continue to increase in the future. And this was about 25 to 30 bucks, which I think is a great price. So Lindor, always buying him. Here's an SGC card. You guys don't see too many of these in my videos, but I don't shy away from it if I think it's a good buy. And this is a Stan the Man 59 Topps in a 5. So, and it has the look of a 5 to me too. You know, you got to look at the card and not the grade all the time. It's a beautiful card. So 59 Topps Stan Musial. We're almost clearing out the old bin. And here's the mandatory, right? Fleer Hot Prospects. This was like $6 or something. And I think I'm going to add it to the registry. The postmarks insert to 1775 with a little swatch. Very low-end Vic, but Vic's a Vic. I buy them all, right? A Chrome Ronald Acuna. I got this for like 99 cents plus shipping, and I know in like April these were going for like $10. I thought it was a good buy. So just a basic Chrome Acuna rookie. That was a good buy. And then we have a Barry Bonds. This is one of those 87 Donrusses. I did a post on my Instagram account last Friday talking about this set and talking about the baseballs on the side that I always talk about. So you don't have to have perfect baseballs. Like this one has one half baseball and half baseball look pretty good, and this one has a half baseball and not quite a half. If that makes sense. This is one of those sets I like talking about. So this one was graded a long time ago, as you can tell by the slab. But it has all the looks of a PSA 10. It looks like it's centered about 55-45, which they allow for a 10. So beautiful bonds for about $40. I do break a lot of those boxes, and it's very tough to find one in good condition. So I hold that card in very high regard. And then here's this Pete Rose card, which is very, very cool. 66 Topps Pete Rose. Let's see if we can find a price on it. Okay, he had it at $9.99 plus shipping, so about $13. He says it's around an EX plus, so around a 5. It doesn't look bad at all to me. This is one I would send in and, try to get a 5 on it. I think a 5 is probably worth $30 or so. So I'm just kind of, that's my new project. Let's try this one. Okay, let's talk about this card. This is sick. So this was around $300, and I actually bought this for my PC. I sold a case of 2014 SP Authentic Football for like $3,700, and I used some of that to buy some of these older vintage cards. And this is one of the cards that I think I had it in like a 5 or 6, and I wanted to up it to an 8. and to me this one just looked nice. It was centered nicely. The surface looked good. It's got bad centering on the back, but that's allowed for an 8. And I'm not as strict as most collectors on the back centering. It's kind of more the front look of the card to me. So a nice Hank Aaron PSA 8 from 65 Tops. A little scratch right there, but it's still. This is a nice way to end the video. So let's just take a look at all the carnage of this video. So over here to the left, this is all the stuff I got to throw away. Just package after package. And that's what we've been filming for about a half hour. And then on the right, here's the stack. So there's Hank and Stan on top. And I'll get these sorted and processed into the store. That's it. Later.